Can you make Chainsaw Man the theme of your wedding? Hey guys, welcome to a kind of a special episode of UnVeiled. Can you make Chainsaw Man the theme of your wedding? With the movie Chainsaw Man coming out, and I just finished the entire season 1, I figured, why not tackle this question? It seems fun, it seems challenging, and here today to help me tackle that question is wedding planner extraordinaire who specializes in themed weddings, Jill.
Hello.
So, Jill, thank you for being on the show. We had a lot of fun last time talking about Disney-themed weddings. If you want to catch that episode up here, or link down below, I don't know. But watch this one first and then move on to the other one. We'll suggest it at the end or something. Anyway, so Chainsaw Man's coming out. Demon Slayer just came out. My daughters and I were we forced my wife to watch the entire... And she binged it. She liked it enough to binge it.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet, huh?
I haven't, but it's kind of the same thing with me and my husband right now. Is my husband loves One Piece, and right now we are watching it now together for the first time. So I am only on episode 150.
So you have a few more years to go.
Yeah.
To catch up with
I think there's about I don't know, 1,100 or something.
It's intimidating for me.
Yeah.
I tried. My daughter loves it. I got far enough. I know main characters. I've seen a couple movies. But yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer's a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying that they're teasing us with they teased us with the cliffhanger, and then we watched the movie, and the movie was amazing. It broke a bunch of records. And then now it's going to be 2 more movies to finish the whole story. I'm like, I'm
going to be ancient before I finish it.
I might just break and end up reading the manga. The whole series. I don't know. We'll see. But Chainsaw Man, that's coming out. And I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. And I didn't do too much prep about this. I kind of wanted to riff with Jill. Jill is not too familiar with Chainsaw Man either. And that's kind of her job.
Yeah.
Is a couple comes to her, hey, I like Barney. Not Barney. Whatever. I'm a fan of this thing.
Yeah.
Can you help me make a wedding around this thing that I'm a fan of? And if she hasn't seen it or she doesn't know it, then what do you do? What's the first thing you do?
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of this before coming on this episode. It's just kind of figuring out, the main story and kind of what details stand out about it. What are the things that if someone knows this anime, what are the things that immediately jump out?
The iconic thingies.
Yes, I call them elements. What are the iconic elements that you think of? Obviously, with Chainsaw Man, one of the first things is a chainsaw. So,
quick rundown for you and for Jill, a refresher in case you don't know Chainsaw Man, which is it's one of the most popular anime. So he lives this guy Denji lives in a world with demons or devils. They call them that, and they're basically monsters. And these monsters can somehow interact with humans and make deals with humans. And Denji is down on his luck. He has a horrible life, and he's just doing any odds and ends to just survive and live. And somehow one of those odds and ends had him be attacked by a whole horde of zombies. And they ate him, or killed him, and he was dumped in a trash can with his cute little pet dog thingy, demon dog thing with a chainsaw for a nose. Anime.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Manga. Okay. And to save his life, the dog enters his heart, or the demon enters his heart and becomes his heart. And now Denji has this ripcord that he can pull from his neck to then a chainsaw emerges from his face and his arms.
Yeah.
To fight other demons.
Right. Yeah.
Anime. Go fig.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then now he gets recruited by a bunch of demon fighting
devil hunters, basically.
Like a demon hunting group. Kind of like Demon Slayers, but not in ancient Japan.
Yeah.
We're in modern times.
Japan, yeah.
So that's our premise. And then we have our ensemble cast of characters.
Yeah.
Make it a wedding.
Yeah, I mean, usually the first thing I do with any client is I kind of ask them about their love story, because then that kind of leads me then to the questions of like, okay, so connecting your love story to this anime, to whatever, if it is Chainsaw Man, what are those things that we can connect between the two? And also, what are the things that stand out to the couple? Like, why are they wanting to do the Chainsaw Man wedding?
Yeah.
Like, is it the bold color scheme? Is it the one of the characters that they're really drawn to?
When play act. Oh, so we met when we were at an anime convention, and she was dressed up as Makima, and I was dressed up as Denji.
Yeah.
And then we started talking, and next thing you know, we're dating.
Yeah.
So I'm the groom. And so that's why the Chainsaw Man means so much to us. It's what brought us together.
Yeah, so like we definitely would lean into those two characters, because clearly there is that identification with those characters. And yeah, just bringing in different elements of what makes those characters tick. And like, again, like obviously with Denji, it's very much the chainsaw as a forefront thing. So, how can we incorporate that, in several ways in the wedding, but also like make it fit, because we want it still to feel like a wedding, feel romantic and beautiful, but
you don't want it
also
to be
have
just a cosplay event.
Exactly.
You want it to be a wedding with elements.
Yeah, for sure.
And elements is a better word than thingies. I like that. We'll stick with elements. So why don't we break up some of the obvious things that might stand out to us? Like me as a wedding photographer and doing engagement shoots. You as planning the rest of the stuff that I have planned. Like first thing that comes up for me is an engagement shoot. Mm-hmm. That, man, we can easily throw in either subtle or big elements. Yeah. Right? So, and we have an iPad here that we're kind of referring to the way the characters look like, just so that we have both reference. So if the woman really relates to Makima, I mean, she could put pinkish, purple hairish on and do the braids. And no one might even know what that reference is.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing with this anime is that they are all pretty much dressed pretty normally.
Suits.
It's like suits or like kind of academic kind of wear, like white button up and black pants. Like that's so easy to just incorporate. Like
they could be Men in Black.
Right, yeah. Like it could be anything. So yeah, even on the engagement shoot, like they don't have to do anything with their hair. It doesn't have to be bright red or like bright pink hair or whatever. Like, but even if you just do it in like with her, she has a braid. Like even if you just do it in a braid. If I did my hair in a braid and then I wore like a white button up and black shirt or black pants, like that's already
a cute picture. I can already imagine is if the groom has the ripcord coming out, and then like they come together and she looks like she's pulling his ripcord, that, and people will be like confused if you don't know the anime, but if you know, you know,
right?
And that his things of I was gonna say his thing's about to come out. No, his thing is not gonna come out.
His chainsaw. And actually, his chainsaw.
I mean, his motivation, Denji's motivation. He's been so lonely. He just wants to like touch a girl and like finally have some intimacy with a girl. So he's like a little horn dog, which actually kind of works. I know, anime, yeah. So that his head coming out and poking things, it kind of I'm sure it's intentionally very phallic and
yeah. Anime.
But I mean that's like a pickup line. Hey, you want to pull my ripcord?
Oh my god!
That's how he got her, huh? In this fake room that we came up with. So, and again, it's easy engagement shoot. You can just wear, dude. Even
and like I love having props and stuff for photo shoots too. So like
a chainsaw.
Have a chainsaw if you're kind of going more. I forget the name of the character, but there's Denji. One guy who has like the big sword.
Oh, Aki.
Yeah, you got the big long sword or whatever it is. I don't know if anyone else has like specific weapons or anything, but like
plushie of the dog character. I don't know the dog character's name. I forget, but his dog. Yeah. So that'd be neat. And
I mean, I do that a lot with weddings where like not in like a photo shoot, but like for the bouquet toss, a lot of couples now are doing something like alternative.
They toss something else?
Yeah. So I've had a couple weddings recently where they did like stuffed cats.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like, oh, the person who gets it has to adopt a cat. So you could like kind of do that with like a dog. Like, it's like, oh, like, yeah, whoever gets it has
Just throw a chainsaw.
Yeah. You could throw a chainsaw, you could throw a stuffed dog, like whatever it is. Like even with the cat one I did recently, it was like, it was representative of a palico in the game that their wedding was themed on, which is Monster Hunter. So they threw the palico. It's like, yeah, it's basically a little cat.
Is that like a pun on calico?
I'm guessing, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're like kind of human-ish cats. They're like her little sidekick.
Okay.
So they threw a palico instead of a bouquet. And I was like,
that's
very
cool.
fitting. So like, that's one little thing that you could do that kind of throws it in there. But it's not like super in your face weird.
Before the camera started, one of the ideas that I threw out there was, and I'm not even joking, this would be so darn cool. You say, hey, we're going to cut the cake now. Let's all go outside. I'll go outside. And then maybe find the smallest chainsaw possible. Yeah. And then you literally and just cut the wedding cake with a chainsaw. I mean, I've seen katanas cut it before.
Yeah.
I've had like a military, like a Marine with a sword cut a wedding cake before. So, I mean, why not a chainsaw?
Yeah. And I was saying, too, like, I had a wedding. This wasn't for the cake cutting, but like it very well could have been, that during the ceremony, one of the things they did together was they sawed a log together. Like, so I mean, come on, like that's something you could do. And again, it kind of has like, you can always explain that kind of significance. I was like, well, you're working together. You're like sawing this log together and coming together to do this thing. That's like kind of the first thing you're doing as a married couple.
They came, they saw, they conquered.
Exactly. So
I'm a dad, I can make dad jokes.
So like, yeah, there's different ways you could incorporate that in the cake cutting and your ceremony even.
How?
I mean, like, yeah, like with the saw cutting.
It's like they'll put a zombie there that they'll cut. Ooh, the cake could be a zombie or a monster so that they can cut the monster with the chainsaw. Yeah.
I mean, even at my own wedding, my wedding was more Kingdom Hearts themed, and we did during our ceremony we did like a keyblade bequeathing ceremony. It was basically like we gave each other
Who was bequeathing in the ceremony?
So like he had like I don't know if anyone here is familiar with Kingdom Hearts, but he had the Oblivion Keyblade, I believe, and then I had Oathkeeper, or maybe it was the other way around. And like we did this whole ceremony that's like in the game where you give each other the Keyblades. But like,
do you still have the Keyblades?
Oh yeah, they're in my house.
Okay.
I sometimes bring them to expos and stuff if I feel like I need to fill space. Yeah. So they're still in my house. They're on top of my bookshelf. Very decorative, very pretty, very nice. But yeah, like, I don't know, maybe there's something you can do in the ceremony similar to that where it's like, yeah, pulling the ripcord or whatever. I don't know, like something that, again, you can kind of relate it. I feel like there's always creative ways you can kind of say like, this is, me like revealing my true self to love or something. I don't know. There's a way you can swing it, I think, to bring in the elements and make it feel like it is part of your love story.
Sure. I mean, I'm even thinking about their vows and how you can incorporate like, hey, when I felt like zombies ate me, you came into my life, you entered my heart and helped me become the chainsaw man that I wanted to be. Yeah. I mean, and these metaphors could be very valid to your story.
Totally.
And I think that's what the appeal is of these characters anyway, is that somehow, we can somehow relate to their struggle and their overcoming. One of the most awesome things that, as I've been really, really getting into anime, is just, I love these characters that just don't give up. They keep on hitting insurmountable obstacles.
With One Piece, that's like the whole thing, I feel like, with...
Yeah, I mean, hey, become the best pirate ever. Yeah. And just doesn't know how to swim or can't swim.
Yeah.
I mean, that's barely touching the surface.
Yeah. But like, yeah, like he never gives up.
Yeah, I mean that's what's so appealing about those characters, and that's like the archetype.
Yeah.
You always have that archetype in a lot of these, like especially the shonen style.
Yeah.
Where in My Hero Academia, in Demon Slayer, you have
Even like Pokemon.
Like,
like,
Ash.
Like, how many times has Ash lost a Pokemon battle or like lost to the gym leader, and then like he still goes like.
So I mean, I love that. I think these things are really good for kids because when you model yourself after that, just don't give up. That's a good value to have growing up.
Totally.
You're gonna face a lot of obstacles as you adult, and if you can imagine this character that you can emulate, good stuff.
Yeah.
And marriage too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, I mean, marriage is all about obstacles and working together. Yeah.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
I mean, Tanjiro and Nezuko, although that's brother and sister.
Anime.
For Nezuko! But that dedication is amazing. You can apply that to marriage.
Yeah.
Or inappropriately to your siblings.
Well, like even with a Monster Hunter wedding I had, it like their ceremony was all about like them forming a team together, like, and going like forming a party to go on their next quest. They very much leaned into that, and like anime is not really that different in that sense. Like you're finding your people and you're moving forward and working together no matter what the costs and no matter what obstacles you face.
Right. Yeah. I mean, great ideological themes for both your marriage and the wedding itself. Yeah. That can come out in speeches and in different manners. Let's put a few more concrete ideas out there. How about that's some tasters for what a Chainsaw Man could be, but like anime in general. Yeah. Right? And what are the different elements we can shove into? The bridesmaids and groomsmen dresses. Well, could be. Outfits. Outfits. Like with Chainsaw Man, going back to that, they're wearing suits.
Right.
So
very easy to adapt.
Yeah. But
like, I mean, yeah, there's
color themes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, even with Chainsaw Man, like looking at the posters, you always see those kind of like greens and reds.
So your bouquets
can
emulate these colors.
Yeah, for sure. If it's like one of the animes I love is Ouran High School Host Club. Like maybe they're wearing that kind of blue suit that they wear in the anime. Okay. There's a lot of different things I think you can pull from. Colors is always a big one, no matter what theme your wedding is. If it's anime or not.
Music,
yeah.
So these theme songs are always recognizable.
Yeah,
and you can walk down the aisle to any of these theme songs. Yeah. First dance to any of these theme songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I mean, you can go online nowadays and like find orchestral kind of versions of those theme songs, or like things so you can like walk down the aisle. It's not like One Piece, dun, dun. Like you could have it a little bit more mellowed out.
Like I want to be the very best. Yeah, like classical guitar.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a harp, playing it. Like you can go online now and you can find all kinds of those things.
And then your audience would be like, "Is that
right?" Yeah,
I think so.
I mean, that's always kind of what I strive for, is that it's like it's that subtleness, but that like you get heads turning. It's like, wait a minute, I know this. Like, yeah. And then once you kind of realize it, then you're like, oh, that's so cool. That's so them.
And I love that even with details, right?
Yeah.
Like if you would have thought like, oh, with the clouds. Oh, it's
Naruto. Yeah.
I never watched it.
I actually haven't really watched it either, but I know bits and pieces just because from other animes. Obviously, Naruto is very.
That's one of the big ones.
Like, yeah, very, very big. So, I mean, I think, colors is always easy. I think even just leaning into the boldness of anime as a whole. Like, I mean, you always think of like the thick black lines because it's coming from manga, which is very much, the thick art style, thick, bold art style. So leaning into that, making things very bold in your eye makeup, putting different
Hair.
elements, in your hair, putting different elements in your like jewelry and stuff even.
And I don't know, but I've run into some weddings where they even have encouraged their guests to cosplay.
Yeah. At my wedding, I allowed people to cosplay. I had someone dressed up as Snow White.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like, but it was like a really beautiful Snow White. Like,
Was
it wasn't
this
just like
a
a costume.
Halloween
It was, no. Like
costume?
she's a cosplayer, like professionally,
Okay,
and
that's
like
cool.
she made this like really beautiful Snow White cosplay. So like again, like it's like something where you can lean into it 100%. Like if you want to do a full cosplay, like go for it. Like I'm never gonna tell you what to do. Like you do as much or as little as you want, but there is very subtle ways you can incorporate it too.
Yeah, so if you're doing a theme wedding, it doesn't have to be like in your face bold.
Yeah.
It could be very hidden, and the people in the know will know, and some people won't.
Yeah, and that's okay, and that's why we kind of make it that subtlety, where it's that still like I think I said this on on the last episode, is that I do like traditional with nerdy flares, that you know that it still has all the things you expect from a wedding. You still have that beautiful elegant nature. You know the dresses and the suits and tuxes and the beautiful floral centerpieces and things like that. But you're adding in these notes that then when someone's
harken
like,
back to your
then if someone knows, they know, and that adds that extra level of that personalization.
Yeah, they'll be like the 10 friends that are in the group that knows those things.
Right, exactly.
Like grandma will be like, oh, that's a pretty flower.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Yeah, that's like what I strive for most of the time, is that balance.
And that makes the most sense because not everyone has like the personality to want to really impose their fandoms too hard on everything.
Yeah.
And they still want that traditional wedding
it should
feel.
still feel about you, not about that fandom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like again, kind of going back to relating it to how it is important to your love story. Mm-hmm. So we're still focusing on the love story, but
that's the heart.
We can
of
have
still.
we can have the fandom still incorporated because that is a part of your love story.
To
hopefully
accentuate the love story.
Exactly.
So, well, I think that was cool. I was like a little nervous that like, we're gonna have enough to talk about because we're not like hardcore, but enough. I think that was cool. I think we got some neat little tidbits in there. I mean, I'm curious. Do you think Chainsaw Man would be too much as a wedding theme, or would you want to do Chainsaw Man as your wedding theme? If you do, better reach out to us. I think we can really help you out on that. Oh, by the way, I always forget to mention, if you are planning your wedding at the moment, and if you were liking these kind of tips, and then you need more tips, we actually created a chat GPT called Weddings Unveiled, and you can get that in the link down below, and you can just talk to it like you're talking to me, and it'll give you ideas, it'll give you tons of stuff, and I'm always updating more and more knowledge to it as we go. So that's free down below as a resource for you. And of course, if you want Jill to help you plan your wedding, we're going to have all that information down below too, especially if you're doing theme weddings. Yeah. Not only theme, she does everything, but you know.
But yeah, I do design and planning, and I really try to incorporate those together because I think that's important. You should have that kind of medged throughout the process. Yeah. Not just in the design or not just in the plans.
Well, you need both to really come together.
Exactly.
To fully be executed.
For sure.
And I've been known to take some pictures from time to time, and take some videos from time to time. And if you care, where information's there too, HopeBoat Productions. Anyway, I hope you found that fun. I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope that you get to incorporate all those interests and all the fandoms into as little or as much as you want in your wedding day. Make it you, make it yours, make it reflect your love together. Until the next episode, thanks for joining us on UnVeiled.